So you spend a long time curating and creating your perfect capsule wardrobe. Now what? Well, girl, now it's time to maintain. The aim of the game is consistency and sustainability. You want to make sure that you're getting the most out of your capsule wardrobe, and you want to maximize this so that you continuously have a sleek, stylish, and seasonally relevant capsule wardrobe. So in today's video, I want to highlight the importance of having a regular maintenance routine and obviously sharing my top 5 tips to do so. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Teshna here. So this is going to be part 5 of my capsule wardrobe series. If you haven't seen the first 4 episodes, make sure you go ahead and check them out. Now I'll leave them in the description below because I'm teaching you how to build a capsule wardrobe from scratch. Especially if you're new to capsule wardrobe, I'm sure you're going to find those videos beneficial. Okay, let's move into the first point. So when it comes to maintaining your capsule wardrobe, the first point is to have a regular organization and decluttering routine. You want to make this a habit and a routine. Perhaps for you that might be once a month or once a week if you're extra, or quarterly. It doesn't matter, just depending on your lifestyle. You just want to make sure that every so often you're going through your wardrobe and you're seeing what needs to be updated. For example, you might need to take something to the dry cleaners, or you may need to take something to get it tailored, or you may just need to just fold your clothes and organize your wardrobe. If you do want more tips on this, I do have a whole video on my top tips to declutter and organize, so I'll leave the video below or above so you can go ahead and check that out. So let's just move into the second point, which I know is going to be the most important one of this entire video. And that is to look after your clothes. Oh my god, this is so important, especially as for capsule wardrobe, it's all about creative repetition. That's how I see it. You're gonna be mixing and matching your pieces in your wardrobe to get the most, and that's kind of the whole point of a capsule. It's a limited number of items, or it doesn't have to be. But the point is you're repeating a lot of your clothes, so it's very important to upkeep them and take care of them properly. Now I'm going to share 5 tips within the tips to making sure that you're looking after your clothes and you are maintaining them properly. The first one is definitely to read the label. I know this is often overlooked. Like, I overlooked this so much. Oh my god, I can tell you so many times when I didn't read the label and I ended up ruining my garment. Sometimes I paid some money for it. I remember I've ruined a cashmere jumper that I spent a lot of money on because I didn't read the label, but whatever. The second thing is, I would say invest in a steamer, like a handheld steamer. This for me has changed the game. Oh my god, like I'm now able to steam certain garments that I normally wouldn't really looking after. And there's just something about having all your clothes looking like pressed and silked and just put away really nicely. The third thing I would say is to have a wardrobe maintenance kit. I just made that up, but I have a little box that I have all my little wardrobe kit in. So I have my lint roller, I have my depiller, I have like a shoe kit, and I just have all the basics that I need to take care of my garments. For example, depilling like your jumpers and sweaters that bubble up. Such a game changer. Oh my god, they just look brand new again, especially if you spend a lot more money on them. But yeah, this one is really inexpensive from Amazon. It's so cheap, and yeah. So, and I also have I've recently bought shoe polish. I know, right? Who am I? Like, guys, let me tell you, after I polished these Doc Martens, like they made such a difference. Like this polish literally brought back these shoes to life because it was just looking real crusty. I'm not gonna lie to you. So don't sleep on your polish. The next thing that I didn't realize I needed to do was washing my clothes less often. And saying it out loud now, I'm like, oh, that's common sense, isn't it? But a lot of your items just don't need to be washed that often. And I'm not just talking about jeans, because we know that we don't really need to wash jeans too often. But certain fabrics or certain jumpers, you can kind of just air them out. After work, you can kind of hang them up and air them out, or you use some fabric spray. And the last point is to fold your clothes properly. Like things that need to be fold them properly. For example, if you have maybe like cashmeres or like more expensive delicate materials, then those items may need to be folded rather than hung. So those are just some quick ways of how you can take care of your clothes. I can do a bit more breakdown video on this in a later date, but let's just move into the next point. You want to make sure you have an efficient system in place for storing away off-season items. I know in part 2 of my capsule wardrobe series, I spoke a little more at length about putting away seasonal items, and this is going to free up a lot of space. This is definitely one of the best ways of maintaining your wardrobe because everything is not going to be squashed together, especially if you're limited on space. And then how you store them is also very, very important. So I have these big plastic bucket containers that I just chuck a lot of my coats in, sometimes jeans or whatever the case is. I feel like if you have dedicated bins to store certain items, that just makes it a lot more organized. And when it comes to like more like delicate fabrics, you can use like garment bags or like these breathable covers. What I tend to use is, you know, the travel bags that you get like in cubicles, these travel cubes. These are actually travel bags that I use to pack my suitcase. They come in like a pack of like 3, but I actually use them when I'm not traveling to like stuff everything in that's not on season. These are like some of my summer clothes, things I'm not going to be wearing. I tend to store away some of my delicate fabrics in these because it's breathable. But of course, it's completely up to you. That would just be my tip, is to make sure that you're mindful of how you're storing things away. Now, the next point is piggybacking off the last one, is to make sure that you have a seasonal evaluation system going on, more like an audit. So every new season, just audit your clothes just to go in and see if there's any gaps in your wardrobe, if there's anything that you need. And this is the time that you can think, is there any trends that I'm liking at the moment? Is there anything that I want to introduce into my closet? Or if there's anything that doesn't work anymore, it's not necessarily my style. It used to be my style, but it's no longer my style. Why it didn't work, or just how you can update certain items to make them feel a bit better or new. I would just say just to do a refresh every new season and then just kind of go through it. This is kind of how you update and improve your style, but also maintain your clothes as well. The next point is to practice mindful shopping, just by ensuring that any new pieces that you add to your current wardrobe is gonna complement your existing clothes that's in your capsule. For example, if you're buying a new item, can you actually pair that item in 5 different ways? That's usually my rule of thumb when I'm adding a new item. And I feel like this is also where wish lists come in handy. If you have a wish list and you've had it for a while, that means you would have spent some time thinking about that item and knowing for a fact that it's going to integrate seamlessly into your current wardrobe. And obviously you can style it and maximize and get the most out of it. And if you find yourself getting bored of your current closet, I would suggest checking out this video here, which is going to be the final video in the series, and it's going to be all about how to avoid getting bored with your current wardrobe.